Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the H&H Tools Industrial Railway Spike Driver mod, which is being made by user MacLeod. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is an alternative to the standard railway rifle in the form of the H&H Tools Industrial Railway Spike Driver. And I love this thing, as to be honest, I was never really a big fan of the standard in-game railway rifle. It just never really made sense to me as a weapon. But if you make it a pre-war tool made by H&H Tools, well then suddenly I find myself quite liking it. It just makes a lot more sense. So let's jump on over here and have a look at what exactly we do get with the H&H Industrial Railway Spike Driver, which in its most standard form will do quite a lot of damage at 100 using the railway spikes, with a firing rate of 10, range of 119, accuracy of 72, and a pretty hefty weight of 15.5. Not too bad there. And as you can see, this is a gorgeous looking weapon. Very nice on the modeling and texturing on this thing. A lot of great little details. There's just so much to the weapon that I very much do like. And of course, always cool to see the H&H Tools logo on, well, an H&H Tool thing. And yeah, just overall, it's a very good looking gun. Hefty, but you know, serves its purpose as an industrial railway spike driver. I think it looks the part pretty well. Now, as for the modifications, you can see there's a short list of things here, and inside each of the categories, there's not a whole lot available, so you're never really going to be able to do too much to this weapon, but there's enough in there to help you with firing rate, accuracy, and also adding some bashing damage, but nothing crazy, and surprisingly nothing that's going to up our damage further than the 100, which is a little sad, but still enough, at least modifications to make it a little bit more unique of a gun for you. Now, as for how you do get your hands on this gun, well, there's kind of two ways. There are two downloads for this mod. One is the standalone version, which is what I'm using, and in that case, you can go over to any chemistry station in the world and just build your own for just some adhesive, aluminum, fiberglass, oil, and screws, so long as you have rank 2 in gun nut and science, which is, you know, pretty nice there. Always do like seeing those sorts of requirements. And along with this, though, there's not just the standalone version, there's also a replacer version, which if you download that, you'll still be able to build it at a chemistry station, but then you'll also find them on Railroad People because it will replace the standard in-game railway rifle with these. So whichever way you want to go, stand alone or replacer, and yeah, you just choose which one you like. Now let's take a look at the modifications we do got. Like I said, it is a pretty small list of things. Like in the receiver category, as you can see, we just have two, either the standard receiver or the rapid hydraulic receiver, which is just going to increase the accuracy, or not the accuracy, the firing rate of this thing a bit for dropping some range. In the barrel, we do have the ability to have a long barrel to then increase the range and accuracy. In the stock, we've just got the standard and recoil compensating one. And in the sights, we actually do have a lot of good options here of, you know, long, medium, or short scopes in either night vision, standard, or recon, as well as a nice reflex sight in there as well, if you do so desire that. And then finally, in the muzzle category, we've either got nothing or a large bayonet for any, you know, increased bash damage you might like to have on this thing. So yeah, like I said, a very short list, not a whole lot you can do to it, but enough to at least change it up a bit. And so let's go take a look at this thing in practice, which, I mean, it's basically just a, entirely remodeled railway gun, or railway rifle, rather. So not exactly a big difference in shooting compared to some of the other weapon mods we've seen, but, you know, a fun one still. I do like the iron sights on this one, and just the gun in general. It looks great. So let's take some shots. And yeah, there you go. As you can see and hear, it's using, you know, the same sort of firing effect as the standard railway rifle that you usually have in the game with that steam whoosh and a slow speed, and of course, it is firing spikes after all. You will have your wonderful spikes all in the world after that, which I don't know. Even though I never really cared much for the railway rifle, I always enjoyed the spikes. It was at least a nice thing. Now, it doesn't have a lot of recoil on it, so it's very controllable, easy to keep on target, which is always good for any gun, especially for me with how awful of a shot I am. And, oh, yes, I did actually grab our modified one here. The modified version, I basically threw on all the only other option we had in a lot of the categories and put a reflex sight on there, so it's a little bit more interesting of a gun, slightly fire faster rate, a little bit more accuracy, and, of course, the bashing damage. So let's just grab that one real quick and just take a couple of shots because, well, I mean, it's basically the same as the previous one we were firing, just slightly more upgraded. Though I mainly do like the increased fire rate on it because even though it is still slow, it's, you know, noticeably improved, which is always nice. So let us grab ourselves our usual Deathclaw friend and see how it does function against a target. Which, again, I mean, being a more or less just, you know, replacer for the railway rifle, there we are, it's going to function similarly to that in all of its abilities and shooting, though, oh boy, it would help if I could shoot to, oh god, I'm going to have to run, I'm going to have to run, there we go. It's going to take us a few shots to kill this Deathclaw, but, oh, we got some good ones on there as he was standing, magnificent. Alright, we got a new magazine. Take him down. Die, Deathclaw. And I missed, but, well, no, I actually did get that last one there. Nice. Alright, stand my ground. Take him down. Take him down. Oh, God, please stop bobbing and weaving, Deathclaw. That's not good. Ooh, reload. Oh, I did not stand my ground. And there we go. He's dead. Magnificent. Alright, and yeah, so it can, of course, kill a Deathclaw with enough shots, especially if you are, a better shot than I am. Which isn't hard to do. Yeah, overall, it's a very fun little gun. I actually do find myself quite liking this thing. Again, I just never really cared much for the railway rifle, as it just seemed like such a strange gun that didn't make sense to me in the world. But yeah, it being replaced by a pre-war industrial tool, I do very much like, and think that that does make a whole heck of a lot of sense. So if you would like to take a look at this mod for yourself, which I'd certainly recommend you go and do, you can have a look at the link in the description as per usual. But that, my friends, is going to be it for this one today. Hopefully you have enjoyed. You do come back for the next, but until that time, thank you for watching, and, well, have a good one.